Hey, how's it going, everyone? Being that I'm sure the vast majority of you have been pining for me to do one of these for several months now, here you go. I've given you one. There's absolutely nothing on the docket in terms of an organized plan for this, as there usually never is. So, and in fact, we might not even be live. Who knows? Something has popped up on my screen. Let's look at it. Shall we? Okay, it's just some nonsense. I don't know what it is. But it was sort of interfering with the back of the screen. Well, I guess, where to begin, what to talk about, I'm not quite sure. So, I have been playing, I've been playing the Street Fighter ports on the SNES, and going back and clearing one of them. And then I've jumped over to the arcade version, and obviously it's the standard difficulty for both. I mean, they're both tough, but the arcade one is a different kind of tough. It's even tougher. So I've been playing it on my main setup with the LS32 over there. It was quite good. People talk about Sanwa for fighting games, and I do like the Sanwa levers that I've played on recently. I've been giving Hayabusa a little bit of grief, but that's not, it's not bad either. The LS32 is interesting when you're playing on. It's not something I'm really super accustomed to doing, playing the LS32, and I think the weirdest thing for a fighting game is not actually the lever. It's good for old school Street Fighter 2 games. It took me a while to a few plays to come around to getting the gist of how it feels. But the throw and engage on that lever is something I'm really familiar with, but mostly for shmups and platformers and anything but a fighter, but it works really well. The thing I will say is that the PS Seimitsu buttons, they feel kind of not so great for Street Fighter, so there is that disadvantage, but that's the SC19 panel. You get used to it. It's interesting. I don't know. People do talk about Sanwa sticks as being made with like a greater quality than the others, in terms of the kind of damage that the wear and tear that they can withstand. But playing Street Fighter on that panel felt really strange. I'm struggling to find the words to describe it. I don't know. I felt like I was playing on a wooden pan. It's just a strange, different thing when you haven't played Seimitsu in there. But it's been fun. And I cleared. Oh, okay. So I have over here. I have my Genesis hooked up to the 27-inch Trinitron, just via composite in the front. Right, nothing special. It looks like hell, as you'd expect with that. Not really all that bad. That Trinitron makes anything look great. I've got a Slap Fight Mega Drive conversion card. I don't have the real Slap Fight, man. I'm not that baller. That thing will run you a few pennies. But I've had this conversion card for a long time that I paid, I think, like $20 for, and that's fine for me. But yeah, with maybe I can, will it reach over with the Capcom Power Stick Fighter for the Genesis? Now it has a real lever in there as well. Look at that. Exciting computer game entertainment. Yeah, what's the lever in that? I don't know, but it's good. I think they're Sanwa or the JLS or JLWs, but there was something. They have different ones that they put in. You have to open it up and really check. But I did clear the Champion Edition on the Genesis. Cleared it the other day. Didn't have my camera or anything handy. I would have done a little brief reaction, but maybe we'll play that and see how far we can. I probably won't manage to be able to do that right now, but that might be fun, because that table over there has been kind of neglected, but I've come back around to it and using it. the Brook adapter for I got one. I shot a funny video. Maybe I should just like wait to upload it so you can see it. But I love the Brook products. They're great. They're great. I don't know. Do you be able to use like I don't know. That's because I've been moving things around. You're playing like musical sticks. Like I said, it's very. This room is, especially with the arcade stick rack now, it's pretty amenable to being altered. So that is fun. Why not use all the toys you have? The way I look at it is like nice arcade sticks are kind of like sports cars, right? If you have them, you want to. Like Jay Leno here in the garage, take them out for a spin. Take out the stick for a play every now and then. So I have I do have the RA PVXSE right now with the Brook adapter hooked up to a PlayStation 2. I was playing Ordyne on the one of those Namco Museum Volume 4, I do believe. Yeah. And you can take a gander at her. Oops. Great games on there. I assume a reflection of 1943 in their slap fight. But Ordyne is such a great. I do have the PC Engine port of this as well, right? But dang, the original arcade, it's fun, And I've had this for years, and I love Ordyne. I always have, but never really kind of played it. That's like the longest I've ever played it, and it was really the first time I was trying to go through it. Like, hey, maybe I can clear this. What was my score? The very first like real play at it, even though I've had this for years, it was over 100,000, like 130,000 or 150,000 up to stage 4, and I'm like, okay, I definitely think I can clear this pretty quickly because there are 7 levels. Now I'm not sure, I'm not a guy that continues. I struggle and suffer and make incremental progress, and you learn that way. It knocks you in the face, and you get back up and knock it in the face. So I think probably relatively quickly I'll be able to clear that Ordyne game. It just kind of clicked with me, unless there are some horrors that await that I'm completely unaware of. For instance, like stage 5, 6, or 7. I don't know how difficult they are. I've never seen them. You tell me. But yeah. What's going on here with this? I hope we don't have like Comcastic underwater quality video, but there is always the distinct possibility that something such as that can occur, which is very frustrating, but what you gonna do? Yeah, so I suppose I should mention this as well. So I picked this up a while in a live stream. I showed this pickup, but very cool collection, the Legacy collection on the PS4, and you see it running there. It's the perfect candidate for the whole PS4 8 HDMI to VGA setup, going basically 16:9 to 4:3. But these games were all 4:3 anyway. So what I do, I fit it quite nicely in there, and with the I don't know if this one might have a built-in filter, but I'm assuming the one that I have hooked up, the intermediary, looks a lot better, and as you can see, it looks pretty great. Rush! Rockman 6. So the interesting thing about the Rockman 6, this is a little bit of trivia, I guess. It is the only original kind of Rockman game of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the SNES, or on the NES rather, that has a demo track beyond just a few of them just say press start and that's it. And I hate it when Capcom did that on a lot of NES games back in the day. You all will remember that. You'll be pretty familiar with that if you like video games. But, like 2 as an intro, I can't remember 4, but they don't show any gameplay in the demo or track mode, but 6 actually does. And it wasn't a play choice or like in the Famicom Hotel units or anything, but it should have been. It's like tailor-made to be running in an arcade, and here you see it doing just that very thing. I was gonna, I got the, oh, it turned off. I'm going to turn on the ULT. I don't know if we're going to play. Let's see, jam out some keys. All right, I'm back. Oh, a 7-Up. How about a 7-Up? Or is it in the camera? This is so satisfying, the pop. That's right. Let's do a quick walk around the room, shall we? To look at everything and I do have absolutely everything that I possibly can have running at the moment. Rest mode. Okay. It does have a rest mode. It almost went into it, but we rescued it from doing so. Trip over things. Alright. Get on off of y'all. Really speed. That's gorgeous, is it not? Windjammers, got Windjammers. What a fantastic game, you know. Never owned it, or I don't even know what platforms is it on. It was a bizarre one, right? Did it have a CD port? God, look at that. Gets you in the mood for being alive. I like it's a cool game. You know, I'm a big fan of Battle Flip Shot. Man, MBS cart that I had. I still have it. Long time ago, got it. Did a video on that game at it's when was it? It's kind of loud. Sorry if I'm yelling. It was Gary Scott. Oh, this is a cool part. The dog chased the frisbee. But yeah, I think I picked up Flip Shot. It was like the very beginning of February in the year of your Lord 2012. My goodness. Huh? That was a really good month, actually. There's street. Look at this, man. So this is my main setup. Dang, that looks so gorgeous. This is crisp. I'll try to get the camera over here and play a little less up. Let's see. Windjammers. So this is the Dark Soft card. As I mentioned, I don't own Windjammers. You can see my the MBS setup. There's a little SD card in there. That's my Neo Geo MV1FZ Mobo, which is consoleized, but we've got it jammatized right now. And you know, I was quite pleased with my ingenuity in finding the exact leg lifters. I've never seen anyone do this. The thing is, I never see people do a lot of the things I do, which is like, I push boundaries, I'm innovative. But yeah, so that was a cool setup. And always, the bane of your existence with super guns and JAMA harnesses is that they're not ever long enough, and they're... Look, I've got these all wedged together, yeah, so... Like, how are you gonna get it down there? Well, Tops Japan and Akihabara, great guys that they are, did make me a longer one. And it just barely fits, but this kind of shelf... Now, these are the same desks. Got these in Washington, D.C. a long time ago. I was working, living up there, and on and off. But yeah, I had a fish tank on one of these, on this one, so you can still see the madness, like where the wood is all deteriorating, or where it was back in the day. It's the thing about saltwater; it's quite corrosive. Never got back into saltwater fish tanks. They are a hassle that I don't want to deal with in my life any longer, you know. Love fish tanks, but back in the day, dude, it was like they'd almost prevent you from taking vacations and doing things that you want to do because you're worried, oh, is it going to leak? Am I going to have 300 gallons of water on my floor when I come back from Italy or something? You know, so I really don't miss having a fish tank as much as I love marine biology. Anyway, how did we get off on that one? Well, because of that table. But, yeah. Damn. She's a looker, ain't she? Woo! You know, the comp set is it's not abysmally awful. Certainly there is contrast between the quality of these two. I actually think my camera might even be... no, it looks about the same. Let's get dang. Oh, okay, so I've got a story for you about slap fight. I picked up this cart. Here's the repro thing. It has a case and everything. So I picked it up, a long time ago, decade ago. And another one of those things, the very first time... Now, I was into shmups a lot back then. Okay, you're gorgeous. Who loves you, baby? Me, but you're a little loud. For a sec. Still loud. But the very first time that I played Slap Fight MD, I got to the final stage, and I was like, this is a joke. It's a beautiful Toaplan game. Wonderful port, like a rarity that it got ported. Very first time I played it, I'm like, dude, this shit is easy, bro. And I was up to the very final stage, just goofing about, right? Not taking it seriously. And I missed the clear. I later learned I missed the clear by like, I was right there, let's put it that way. So fast forward 10 years or whatever it's been, I put it in, and well, it's in now, but the other day, trying to accomplish the same feat, and it was like I couldn't get very far. How disappointing. I should have taken, it was better. I don't know, weird thing. It didn't vibe with me. I didn't get too far into that time. So I'm like, dang, that's when I almost cleared, and now probably I will never clear this in my life, because I think, I don't know, it just felt like, oh boy, for some reason then I was better at it than I am now. I don't know. I just don't see myself clearing it, but I do like it. Still a mess on this table. Pepsi, Budweiser, zero alcohol, Budweiser, Bud Zero. Oh, this is Vampire Chronicle, and we should put that in. I don't know if I showed that in the pickup video. Stuff here. It's hard to focus. Mini cute. So I am going to embark on the journey of changing out these sticks. I like how I got that blue strip down in there. Monitor's pretty good, man. It needs some like focus adjustments. I don't want to like electrocute myself and die, but I think I can get back there and do that fairly easily. Think about, and other people have lamented this about the Mini Cute as well. It's obviously a rare, beautiful. It's dude. Me, the Capcom guy. It's brilliant for me. I love it. Even though I don't play on it a ton, I should do more. But look at that. That monitor is nice. Okay, nice. But the thing is, it does dim it a bit. It does have this, this words escaping me late at night. It's not a hood, but whatever. The thing that's covering the screen. So it does dim it quite a bit. And when you're in there doing maintenance or changing settings on the board, opening it up, you kind of forget when you take a quick glance at it how nice it looks. So it is kind of a shame that it's trapped behind that, you know? But it is what it is. It's the same way with the Neo 29 too. It does have that monitor cover. But for some reason I feel like that one didn't dim it as much. And then, with the Super Neo 29, there's nothing. It's just completely exposed. But, when if a cabinet is in transit and all this, I suppose it's, the face of the monitor is more so at risk to kind of take some damage. They're all different and unique and fun. Just something I thought I would remark on. Oh, that old Darius towel up there. Some Ginyu Power. the sticks I have up here right now. I got a little foot pedal for this, so I can quickly turn it on. Shoji! Let's Shoji! Let's press. Yeah. Daytona for it. Man, is that gorgeous, huh? AM2. I need to beat you. You's got me on expert mode. I think I've got the top score on beginner and medium, or intermediate. The Arcade Alpha Bar top. I really like the filter they have on that. I will say about this, and it actually is fun. I originally purchased this to put like sodas on when I'm racing, and I am kind of like, I don't know too many people who like this game as much as me, so it's sort of like I kind of have to have this displayed in my game room. Of all people on planet Earth, it needs to be out, and I love this. It's just aesthetically incredibly pleasing, and maybe my favorite game of all time, so obviously this has to find a place in here, right? Need to change out the stick. It's a little, it's okay. It's fine. Oh, who's in? So I want to talk, actually, oh, look at that. I want to save this for another video. There's something I want to show you can do with this, which will blow your mind. Look at how great this looks. Oratorio Tangram. Oh, man. Stunner. Stunningly gorgeous, beautiful. Behold. Virtual Fighter. Love these, pick these up at Barnes & Noble. These NES coasters. Alright, Yajirobe. Azanable. We meet again. Really actually do like the Astro Mini, and it's fun. I did a stream where we were playing on it. hooked up to this monitor, was it? Through the HDMI to VGA, or yeah, same thing. We did it that way. Awesome for Revenge of Death Adder, because not a game that was ported much. The only port of Death Adder is to the arcade 1-up cab, which that is a nice one. That's one of the nicer ones. The company who did it, like, they did the filters correctly on it. It's just not easily acquired anymore, but that is like kind of like the jewel of the arcade 1-up line, which, you know, let's be honest, most of them are pretty lackluster. I've got a few and they're fun. Like, my son and I like jamming out on them, and I will say they're a lot better than people give them credit for. Just, you know, I'm 6 feet tall, so it's a little harsh on my back. It's like, gosh, I like standing up playing arcade games. I wish they had made them a little taller. But it is what it is. Get a boss stool in there and sit down and you're okay. And there's the Dreamcast twin sticks. Saturn one. I like how it looks better. You know, supposedly the quality of these sticks is better than these. I don't, you know, who knows. I will tell you that the quality of the visual appeal is much better on this one than the Dreamcast one. This is a little bit bland, I would say. So, the cards we got: Duck Hunt, Metroid, Donkey Kong, Excite Bike, Super Mario Brothers 2, Legend of Zelda. Man, this is still the best game, the best Zelda, I think. Like, they could have just stopped now. I mean, they're one of the best series of all time, but that's the best game in the series. It's better than Link to the Past. It's way more fun. And when you go back and play it, it'll take you back to those days in the kind of mid to late 80s. And I did that recently, and I was just like, oh my god, this is one of the best games ever made that I just kind of hadn't really ventured into in a while. See, my brother got me the NES card for as a Christmas gift like a decade ago, because I didn't own it. I used to play it back. This is way back in Nova, at my friend John Link's house in his basement. And I was a real little tyke back then. Oh yeah. That's fucked up. I can even remember. I guess you remember your friends even back then. Wonder if he's even alive. Oh. We're back over here. I feel like last time I came over here, we had this same demo track sequence. I don't know, is this enjoyable or should I play something? And we do need to get it plugged back in. I think it's a little bit low on battery. Plug it in, plug it in. Lights out, CRT Cade radio. Turn that shit up. Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me? I don't know, what shall we play? We have to play something. I should have had this closer up to this. Look at that Rockman, man. That looks great. Candy cap stools. The answer is a resounding no. Tell you what, I do these like fairly, I suppose fairly infrequently. It depends. But every time you come on and do one of these, something has been altered with the layout or how you look at this and that, and it kind of throws you off a lot, so I apologize. Doggy doggies. I do miss. I love dogs. I always have had one my whole life. I do sort of miss not having one. I don't like it when. I will say also that there is. You don't like having them urinate and defecate all over your nice, Persian rugs, this and that. There's that. Take a piss on my Italian travertine. Oh God. So there is that. What can you do? You love them anyway. Miss my bullet. fuck, man. This is messy over here. I've been using it, so who cares? Trying to get my arse in here somehow. You know what's so I like having the Mega Man and Shira Nui. I think I'm okay. They won't. I'm actually gonna play with this on my lap. It's rare, but on a couple, there have been a few times where I've gotten really into a game and they've decided to take a little jump. But I'm not gonna be on the. You know, there's a simple solution for that. You can get like 3M stuff just put under them, and they would actually stick to the top of that. I need to get around to doing that. They're usually pretty stable. Sometimes they get excited, take a bit of a dive. Alright, let's rack and get wrapped. Not get racked, let's just rack. Okay, wire all. I tell you though, there's something super cool about just these ports, especially like back then. I didn't have an SNES when this around this time period. Got it later actually, and so this was like my version of Street Fighter at home. You know, it's a brilliant port. Not as good as the Super Nintendo versions overall, but if that's all you had, you could certainly live with it. I'm feeling awful. I've noticed an interesting thing about myself when I play video. And I'm not very good at them when I'm in a kind of subdued, mellow state. You kind of have to be vicious. So it's like, I'm struggling. I'll adjust. God. And how I use when I'm playing Street Fighter and I'm just going at it, I load up on caffeine and it's like, I'm better. But you know, I do it a fair amount, but it's not really playing video games live is not really my cup of tea, but not my favorite thing. As soon as that camera goes off, I'm like, now I can do it. It's just something about it. Because most people don't do this shit, right? So you'd have no idea. But your boy is adventurous. Like I am having a F-ton of trouble hitting my dragons. I will spit in your eyes with fireball. Commie disgrace. One for capitalism. Non-existent country. Still does exist. And it's even far more sinister now than it was back then. Isn't that amazing? Oh, you don't do that to me. Slavic savage. Jodete. Russo. I don't think this gameplay is gonna last too long. Tired to tussle with you. The arcade in the World Warrior, they made this a lot more difficult, and then Champion Edition where you can play as the bosses in the arcade. It was easier to hit. Like you can't do that leg drop on that one, that fierce leg in World Warrior. sorry, I'm not even. Hold on. Am I even? Ridiculous. I apologize. I can't even get this thing on. You know, what is interesting and obvious is that it's harder than you think to take a viewfinder that is in 16:9 and film something that is in 4:3. It's just so tall in comparison. I don't think I was all in the. I think I am now. Yeah. I mean, I realize that it's foolish to. It's such a common game. It's not like you care, but still. That is powerful. Well, I played terribly. Like missing inputs. I'm missing inputs. It's frustrating. But I'm off. I'm not off. Good gameplay. that stage too. Anaconda, I've been there, I used to live there. Yeah, he's angry. Get away from me. Oh, throw. Oh man, I wanted to finish that. He's probably gonna finish it. No! I'm not trying to jump. Outro lado. Os cambiolados. Oh, so this is interesting. So with Guile, this works without fail. Because he's a hard character, but this is a trick you can do. Watch. Okay. Do as I say, not as I do. No, see what? It usually works. Oh no. But I'm playing like a horse's breeder. But the thing is, you should force him into that every time. But everything's moving in mud, slow motion. Dude, I am missing every input on the ticket. That's not fun. When that happens, that is not fun. Am I not blocking you? That's so weird. Oh god. Dude. I don't know what's up. I'm like decidedly uncomfortable with the joystick on my lap instead of the table. It's awkward. If I can't, gameplay's probably gonna end. Hey, we did all right. The theory is that is like, I don't know if you've heard it, but it's interesting. Like, see the man with the top hat there on the guy furthest to the right on the boat. You know, like that is the character model that they used for Q in Third Strike. Like, that's Q right there. I'm missing so. Why am I missing? Boss there. This could be tricky too. Stuns you with that. You know the feint, like where it looks like they're dazed, but they're not. Especially Zombie, because like that character does that. He is he can stun you really quickly. It doesn't take many hits. Corners you under. That that thing will take up like half your health. God. Both days. Get up first. Oh! And I missed the damn fireball. You're dead. Nice. That one's not actually easy to do. Alright, so. trick on Vegas, he doesn't like dragon punches. It works on Super and Arcade. You get up with the fierce dragon punch, you kind of get right up on him and keep doing it. He struggles. Otherwise, he can be madness to fight against. And this guy's always tough. Dang it, I messed it up. Nah, he's got me. Why did that not work that time? This stuff is acting funny to me. This might be where... Oh, this was the last guy anyway. Oh. Just fight him or try this move? Try this trick. Well, too late. Just fucking fight it, man. What am I doing? You know when you get in your... That was dumb. I should have just fought I think I would have had him. There's a move. You actually have the Super Nintendo version is way harder in the arcade too. So you've got to do this thing where you jump up and do that kick, and it makes him initiate into some sort of. They'll do that thing where he's trying to stomp on you and get him with that fierce kick in the air every time. Just brawled with him. Muy cerca la victoria, pero no es. I'm happy with that. I can give you some gameplay that wasn't awful. Oh, that's one on that list. En primer lugar. That's the lugar I like to be in. here, but so I'd be remiss if I didn't at least briefly mention this, but God, wire. Sea of wires! They're everywhere. So if you okay, so it was right here, like in my neighborhood. Too loud. What up? Yeah, if you watch the England Argentina partido, boy, I'm amazed at how cowardly Thomas Tuchel was after they got, like, for a second, I thought I was watching an Atletico de Madrid. It was Simeone coaching this team. There's like 11 men behind the ball in this defensive shell. Way too early. You invite pressure, and Argentina is like, this team is like a buzzer beater team, which is, I'll use a basketball term. It's not such a common thing in football, right? To always be able to do that at the end of the game, but the clutch DNA is there. And Messi he's the maestro of todos los tiempos. He's the best of all time. And both of those goals, he got the assist on. But the first one should have never occurred. Like, you need to press and keep attack. I just don't understand, like, going back into that shell. And you can see when Enzo gets that ball, it's just like, okay, England's like, you're not gonna score, you're not gonna beat us from inside the box. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna beat you from downtown. And that was quite a strike. I mean, unbelievable. And then Messi on the assist on the second goal. It's like, I do feel really bad for the long-suffering English, and in a sense, I'm kind of glad that there was a part of me that was pulling for them, right? But in a sense, I'm kind of glad that they lost, because I didn't want to have to beat them again, you know, because there's no way they could beat us. There's no way they can beat Spain, and I don't think. And, like, personally, I think there's no way Argentina can beat us either. There's no possible way. So, Argentina, get ready to be segundos, because at least you're not terceros, right? The third place game, that France-England game, is going to be like, who wants to play in that? In a sense, it's like, I would. It is an achievement. It's an honor. You know, like back when Turkey got it in 2002. That's something they're still proud about today. Amazing how bad that country has been. It's a great football nation. They can't qualify for a World Cup for so long. 2002 was the last time, right? It's amazing. But, and like when Croatia, small country, you know, small Balkan nation, Croatia, to get third place in France, Coupe du Monde 98, like, that's something they're still proud about. And even when France beat them in the Russian World Cup, they had massive celebrations all over Zagreb, all over the country, right? So I love seeing stuff like that, you know? Because I think still these achievements should be celebrated. It's like, you can't always win, man. Sometimes luck is just not on your side. And, yeah, I feel bad for England, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's been an amazing World Cup. You know, I wanted, my son and I, like, I wanted to go to some games in Atlanta. We had so many here. It's just shocking. I don't think the Mercedes-Benz is a great venue. I don't like it at all. Like, you're in Atlanta. Why can't we be outside? Be trapped in that mausoleum. It's disgusting, right? It's like we have some of the best weather in the country, and yet we have to watch football, soccer, whatever, inside that thing. It's just, our municipal leaders are abysmally awful and corrupt in the city of Atlanta. Go look them up. And, you know, they were the ones who decided on this. And really, Atlanta, every day's an opening day, some foolish bullshit. So, like, that's the mentality. and anything they do here is so cookie cutter and like artificial. So basically, a dome stadium was built after Fulton County Stadium went down in the 90s, where the Braves and Falcons used to play. Then the Georgia Dome. I quite liked the Georgia Dome. Not as big of a fan as the space age UFO stadium they call Mercedes-Benz. People loved it. Like Thierry Henry is like, this stadium is remarkable, you know. Zlatan. People loved it. The English loved it. But it's like, for me, guys, it's not that impressive. You should go see Sanford Stadium. The Women's World Cup, or the gold medal of the Olympics, what was it? They played at, when the U.S. won the World Cup, the first one, the women's team. It was at Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, and that's where we should have been playing this game today. Imagine 93,000 people outdoors in Georgia in summer, because it's some of the best weather in the subtropics. Why can't we do that? I'm not a big fan of the Mercedes-Benz Dome. And it was seriously just built for a multi-purpose venue. So like you could do concerts and everything. That was their, like NCAA Final Fours, you can do them there. You can't do them outdoors, but it's like, come on, that's rubbish. Everyone would like, I don't know, it's just my personal opinion. Not as big of a fan of that dome stadium. I mean, for God's sake, it's like, think about like Lambeau Field in Green Bay. It's like, do you know how cold it is up there? Or where I grew up in Boston, the old Foxborough, now they've got a new one, Gillette, whatever the thing is. That's where I saw a World Cup game back in '94. That was the Maradona, that fucking famous event. But yeah, I just think it's like, come on, man, it doesn't get that cold here. We don't need a dome stadium. But of course, if there were other ideas, it's just to be a multi-purpose venue. I love concerts, live music as well, but you can do that outdoors. This is corrupt politicians in this city. Rant over. The World Cup has been amazing. It has actually been very cool that Atlanta has gotten so many games. And I'll tell you what, I'm also not a big fan of that New York, New Jersey Meadowlands crap. I hate the fucking Giants, first of all. They can sod off. But it's just a terrible venue. It's in the swamp up there. It's like, that's never been a good, that's where it's going to be. I think there are better places you can host it. But, yeah. There we go. It's been an amazing World Cup. And La Madre Patria is going to take it. So, lo siento, Argentina. Don't cry for me. Oh, he didn't do that, did he? Oh, boy. Alright. I shall speak with all of you lovely mofos later. Have a wonderful day.